Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we finally got a new anti-cheat update blog from Call of Duty, detailing a bunch of different things, including how they are shutting down cheat providers, new actions they're taking in Season 3 to hopefully prevent more cheaters here in Warzone and Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty in general. We got a pretty detailed blog to go ahead and dive into here. There are anti-cheat update for Season 3 as we do go through all the details, all the announcements and updates that they talk about in this blog. If you enjoy the video, you find the info helpful, a like rating is always seriously appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to guarantee that on a daily basis, you are always in the know for everything going on in COD. This is the place to be, so feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. Obviously, a lot coming up in the next few days with the launch of Season 3, the patch notes, all the changes there that you're going to want to be aware of. I got you guys covered with all of that, but they say Season 3 is around the corner, bringing new content to BO6 and Warzone. For the Ricochet anti-cheat team, the force remains on our commitment to taking down cheat makers, banning bad actors, and ensuring a great player experience. Our roadmap for the anti-cheat extends beyond this season, but in the latest progress report, we're focusing on recent results and security-focused updates coming in Season 3. So they say, the Season 3 agenda: shutdowns and actions, Season 3 security, reporting and UI updates, limited matchmaking, ranked play updates, taking on teaming, account linking changes, and community questions. So actions and shutdowns. You may have heard that a few cheat developers and resellers are closing up shop. Since Black Ops 6 launched, our roadmap has been to go on the offensive and disrupt the cheating marketplace. In that time, over 20 cheat makers and dozens of cheat resellers are out of business due to these efforts. That's fantastic. The more they can legally go after people and shut them down, and then shut them down again when they inevitably restart under a different domain, that's fantastic. Like, we should be seeing Activision go after as many cheat providers as they possibly can from a legal standpoint, while also continuing trying to update Ricochet in-game, obviously, as well. They say Team Ricochet has issued over 228,000 bans since BO6 was released. That's just a disgusting amount of cheaters. We removed 23% of cheaters before they played their first match. These are strong wins for the game, but there's always more we can do. They have a little graphic for it too. 20 plus cheat makers and dozens of resellers out of business. Interesting that they're making graphics for their quotes like it's a shams report, but nonetheless. Season 3 security. As an additional layer to existing anti-cheat processes, we're launching brand new systems in Season 3. For security reasons, we can't give away too many details. That makes sense. However, we will publish another Ricochet progress report in the release window of Season 3 Reloaded to detail results from next week's update. So presumably in like early May, about a month out from the launch of Season 3, we'll have another anti-cheat blog to look forward to. Several of our current systems are getting big updates this season too, promising, including our aimbot detections and the machine learning system that analyzes game replays to identify suspicious gameplay for human enforcement. Now, that said, these words on this blog are fantastic. I'm happy that I can read them. However, I have to see it in game. You have to see it in game. I think that's kind of the conclusion we've all come to over the course of these past several years of Ricochet being live. We've seen blog after blog after blog. Hey, we're updating this, we're updating that. And then the update goes out and it's like, okay, it seems all right. And then 3 days later, it's like, oh no, there's a cheater in every other game again. We need to see this continuous. We need to see it, consistently. And we actually have to see that action in game. So it's awesome that they're talking about it, but actions speak louder than words, in this case to the extreme. So really looking forward to seeing what the in-game results are actually like here. Reporting and UI updates. Reports made by players in-game are important to our anti-cheat efforts. However, we found that many of these reports have been inaccurate in situations where the killing player might have had an intel advantage, such as using perks like Recon Scout or having the advantage of spy cam live pings. Over 60% of received cheater reporting in Warzone has been against console players, for example. Console cheating is possible, but our data has consistently shown it represents an extremely low population of detected cheaters when compared to PC, which means that this large volume of cheater reports are inaccurate, even if the kill cams made it seem like the player was cheating. This is something we've talked about on the channel a lot, especially when it comes to kill cams. They're not accurate. They are a recreation render of what's going on the server with the data that they receive, but they're not one-to-one at all, and the COD devs have admitted that for years. So going simply off of kill cams for reports can sometimes be tricky, and I understand why people false report off of it. They might just not have the situational awareness. They might not have the details that the kill cam can be sped up, or it can seem laggy and it causes something sus to appear. To help resolve this, the team is making updates to the kill cam to help identify simplify gunfights, increase the accuracy of player reports. In Season 3, our studios are bringing a big update to the UI of kill cams. They actually talked about this in the Warzone blog, where now in your on-screen attacker cam, it's going to say if their weapon was unsuppressed, if you were live pinged, if you were on a UAV, or whatever the case is, right? I think that's really cool. Current and new recap details of the kill cam widget include list of attackers who dealt their damage, affected by the live ping, affected by a UAV, affected by unsuppressed weapons. During the upcoming season, this widget will get more updates to call out even more gameplay elements like equipment, kill streaks, field upgrades, contracts, perks, and more to help identify what's going on in the kill cam. That's actually a really cool update. Like, I'm a fan of that for sure. The more info we have, the better. Like, having that information is never a bad thing. We also have an actual address of shadow bans. Okay, let's read on. We've seen questions about Call of Duty's limited matchmakings, referred to as shadow ban lobbies by players, so we want to provide some background on this. Limited matchmaking is a necessary part of the system as an immediate reaction to the detection of suspicious activity. Limited matchmaking allows accounts to continue to play matches online in a separate pool from standard matchmaking as our team examines and collects all necessary evidence. The problem with this, though, is that legitimate players get shadow banned, then they're stuck in those lobbies where it's against actual cheaters who got caught, or they just can't queue into lobbies with their friends. They can't find a match at all because the ping goes so crazy high. So innocent players are negatively affected by this system. However, actual cheaters are positively, I guess, to us affected by this. It's negative to them because they want to keep cheating, but it keeps them out of the normal lobbies. So there's pros and cons to this system. Being placed in limited matchmaking does not signal someone is a confirmed cheater, but an alarm was raised on their account. There are several ways an alarm could be tripped, including a major change in an account's behavior, or if a brand new account is dropping improbable stats. To name a few, if a level 15 has, 10, 40 kill games in Warzone, something weird is probably going on, right? Players invited to your party also impact the matchmaking pool you're placed in. If one person in a party has their account in limited matchmaking, the entire party is then stuck in that, as I was just saying. This is intentional, so you can't circumvent this and get around a shadow ban. Accounts in limited matchmaking make up less than 0.15% of the entire player base. That's kind of crazy, but partying up can expand that pool. Once a non-limited matchmaking account disconnects from a party, they return to standard matchmaking. A major update we launched in Season 2 is speeding up the account review process. That's good. If an account is removed from that limited matchmaking after investigation, it doesn't mean they can't be examined again, and that's where the shadow ban loop comes into play, unfortunately. But this recent change was targeted to reduce the time accounts are stuck in the shadow ban. This is the start of our communication around this topic. We'll discuss other plans in a future blog. That's good there. I'm glad. This might actually be maybe the first time they've ever directly addressed shadow bans, and it's kind of them just explaining the system in a way that we already knew and them saying they're going to continue to be a thing, but at least they're actually talking about it for once. I guess that's nice. I would love some more proactive measures here in regards to combating innocent players who are affected by this, but I guess we'll have to see what these future updates are. Ranks play updates. Encountering a cheater in ranked is frustrating. It often results in a loss of SR, negatively impacting your seasonal rank. In Season 3, the team will be introducing a new system to help counter this frustration and reverse the impact a banned cheater had on the SR system. Retroactive SR adjustments. When a ranked play cheater is banned, anyone they recently defeated in ranked play will receive an SR refund. They talked about this in the blog the other day. That's really cool. Players who we detect playing with cheaters consistently may also have SR taken away. So if they find you constantly queuing with a cheater to boost your SR is going to be taken away. That's good. This process will be live for Black Ops 6 Ranked shortly after the launch of Season 3, and a similar system will come back in Warzone when Ranked plays live with Season 3 Reloaded there. Taking on teaming. Intentionally working with opponents to grief other squads or to boost your account is teaming, and it's against the rules. This happens a lot in Ranked. We've seen it happening more often in recent weeks. Today, our team is issuing Ranked play specific ban waves to all accounts who've detected and verified were cheating and teaming. That's cool. SR and leaderboard placements for those accounts will be wiped. Anyone detected teaming will be restricted from ranked play in future seasons. Good news there, again, just countering people breaking the rules. Account linking changes. In a proactive effort to protect our players, we're adjusting account linking shortly after the launch of Season 3. Any account that links to a new platform may be required to complete a new security challenge to verify that they're in control of an account. A big issue is with people who don't have like two-factor authentication and stuff. They get their account stolen, and then someone cheats on that account, and then it gets banned. That person who got their account hacked or stolen can't play on it anymore. That's been a big thing as of late. Failure to complete the challenge will block gameplay on that platform. Players will see a new in-game notification if this occurs, locking gameplay on the new platform until authentication has been completed. If you receive an email notification about a platform link or login attempt that you did not initiate, Please go in and change your password. Securing your account by enabling 2FA is also important. Please use two-factor authentication. If you're not, you're just asking to be hacked and have this situation happen to you. Community questions. This is also, I'm really curious what they're going to get asked about here. So you've said spam reporting does not impact a player's account status. Is that true? Or are they going to do little softball, t-ball questions for themselves? I hope not. Whether it's an in-game or if it's a cheat developer created hack to submit 10,000 reports, spam reporting does nothing. I mean, they're sure adamant about it. Subsequent reports provide no additional info. You already told us someone seems fishy. Submitting the same report doesn't add more detail. In fact, spamming reports beyond malicious reporting is against our policy, reduces the trust that we have in future reports from your account. So if you spam report people just to try and get them banned, your reports mean less in the future for what it's worth. They don't address party reporting though. If you're queued up with 2, 3, 4, 5 people and you all report another player at the same time, what happens then? They've never addressed that, and that's more of an issue than just a single person spam reporting. I really wish they would address that. What has been done following any false positives of anti-cheat enforcement? Our team is always examining our systems for accuracy. If over the course of these exams we discover an account action was not warranted, it's rolled back. I wonder if that applies to permabans, because in the past they've said all real permabans are final. How often are leaderboards being purged? Anytime an account is banned from COD, their records on the leaderboard are purged. These removals are generally immediate, however, they may be delayed based on timing with other updates. We've detailed only some of the updates and upgrades coming next week, but there is much more to come in our roadmap, including new systems and the ongoing target of cheat developers and resellers. See you on Verdansk. Not gonna lie, these community questions, those were softballs. Those were layups that they decided to give themselves. We didn't really learn anything from any of those. But outside of that, I think it's a decently positive anti-cheat update. Again, though, it's just gonna be a matter of action, speaking louder than words. It all sounds awesome. Let's see it in effect. Let's see it actually stop cheaters, and let's see more people shut down who are developing and selling cheats. That said, though, that's our new anti-cheat update. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always really appreciated. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button to always stay in the know for everything going on in COD. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.